Pursuant to House Resolution 492, the gentleman from Arizona, Mr. O'Halloran, and a member opposed will each control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Arizona.
Thank you. This prudent, common-sense amendment is necessary to ensure that once this legislation is passed, it has the positive effects we intended. I strongly support the Raise the Wage Act, and I believe that it will positively impact communities nationwide and lift families out of poverty. The state of Arizona and my constituents in the 1st District voted overwhelmingly to raise the minimum wage in 2016. It is currently $11 per hour. During this implementation of this minimum wage increase, Arizona has seen a 4.3% growth in state GDP, the 3rd fastest growing economy in the nation. We have seen in Arizona that increasing the wage pays off for our economy and our families. My amendment will only strengthen the underlying bill. It requires an independent, objective analysis of the economic and employment impacts of this legislation. It would require the Government Accountability Office to submit a report to the Congress on the effects of the first 2 wage increases in the legislation. Specifically, the GAO report on the effects on small businesses and wages and compensation. The report also includes an analysis of the law's effects on urbanized and rural areas. Importantly, this amendment would require the GAO, to consult various stakeholders and experts when developing its report. These would include small business owners, labor economists, agricultural workers, the food service industry, and states and local government. It would allow constituents to provide their input on how their families, businesses, and communities have been affected. This thoughtful, data-driven approach will allow us to see the real impacts of this legislation. I believe, as lawmakers, we do the best job of responding to the needs of our constituents when we are best informed. I want to thank the co-sponsors of the amendment, the Education and Labor Committee for working with us, and the Rules Committee for making this amendment in order. And I reserve.
Gentleman reserve.